Hello everyone, welcome to day 2 on New Dawn, hosted by Lithias. Let's get going. Day 1 we ended with building a foundation. Like I mentioned at the end of the previous video, I just completed the base itself offline, just because that can get a little bit fiddly. So I will show you what I've built. It's very basic at the moment. I didn't go too far. I just set up something so we have a safe place to store our loot. We picked up some padlocks so we can lock the door. I think in the last video we locked the chest, but with that same lock I removed it and put it on the door. Okay, here we are. It's a 2x3 space. I feel this normally gives me enough space as a solo player to put a little few things in that are just for aesthetic purpose, as well as enough space for my practical things like a workbench and storage space. We are on a PvE server, so my flag is safe. However, I still like to protect it a little bit. What I normally do is I build a piece of wall like this around the flag and have access to it from inside. So what I've done is, instead of having a big hole here on my floor, I just made a door. That way I can put my workbench here, and for things like fixing up swords, I'm close to the flag. If I need to repair the workbench from all the sword repairs. Let's see what we've got. Also, I've gone with the normal triangle roof. On the PvE server, we can go for aesthetics over strength. I will upgrade from this to the log cabin a little bit later. I don't like the twigs as much as the logs, but I don't really like the look of the metal at all. And since on my on this PvE server, it's all about the look, aesthetics, and making the base nice rather than making it raid proof, we're gonna do that. I just want to see, we've picked up some motorcycle pants that are slightly damaged, but yes, we've got fishing line and a needle. So let's have a look. Yes, we can make a sewing kit because that requires 8 uses, 9 uses, just enough. Great. Let's craft out of those. That will allow us to fix up our gear. We haven't eaten in a while, so we're going to need to cook something as well. Put that back. One of the latest changes allowed us to use multiples of these to make up the 8, which is a really nice quality of life change. It's not part of the latest patch, it came earlier than that, but it is something that I really appreciate. Otherwise you ended up with all these fishing lines or threads that have got 1 or 2 uses that you can't use for anything. So I really appreciate that change. Okay, all the storage gear has been upgraded. The shoes are below 22%. It's very low. That's fine. We're not going to repair the shoes. We will let them break if we need to, but I'm going to rather try and find other shoes. First we need to cook something, so we've got a mushroom, and it looks like that's the only thing we've got. Okay, so let's go look what we can find in town. I'm curious to see how slow I run if I run with my bow. Not too bad, a little bit slower. The new inertia system has stopped us from zigzagging, but also depending on the weight you're carrying and the items you're carrying, certain speeds will be out of reach. For example, sprinting, you can't sprint at all when you're holding a firearm. Gloves. So we're looking for jacket and for food. Potatoes would be nice. No luck. Okay, well, onions will have to do. Oh, parsnips are okay. You can't cook with parsnips. You can eat them, but you can't cook food. So we'll eat the parsnip now. It's not going to stay in our system long though. Let's see if we can get one more onion. Doesn't look like it. Okay. This bar especially, it's... Ah, there we go. Tequila. That will make for some nice sterilized bandages. Rubber band, we might use it. It's useful for creating a crafted sword. Beanie. This house used to have a puppet in the top floor. Let's just be careful. Jeans and socks. Okay. Let's see, the motorcycle pants gives us 2.5 kgs and 3 9 slots. Jeans will give us 9 slots as well, but only 1.5. Okay, we're gonna go with the motorcycle pants. Carry heavier things. And no more puppets, nothing in the fridge. Rags. As we saw, we can make that into bandages. We need a lot of scrap metal at the moment, but ooh, holster, nice. Wine cork is good for fishing. Let's take some scrap. Let's see what do we need? Look, metal sword. We need 4 toolbox uses, 8 rope, a rubber band, and 2 scrap. I think we've got most of that at the base. Remember, nails and bolts can stack up to a pile of 10. And some bolts, stack them on there. Not really ready for a cargo drop yet. Oh, nice. Bobby pins. Always use more bobby pins because once we start chasing the cargo drops. Electrician tools. That's really cool. That's got a new graphic. Yep. That's got a new graphic as well. Nice. Electrician tools used to be really scarce. Like, well, we can use for fire, tobacco seeds. It's okay. So with the electrician tools, we can make things like battery chargers. There's some funky glasses. So if you say examine, you'll see here. We can make some bombs. We can make a remote door opener, lock protection, and tools like the metal detector and the 3 battery chargers. So that's really cool to have. Okay, just quickly mute that chat. Don't forget to look in these little spaces. There's normally a chest or 2 here. Lettuce seeds, cannabis, and weed repellent. That'll help if we start farming. But at the moment, farming's not my priority. So if I need space, I'm gonna drop those things first. Soap and another parsnip. Let's eat that. Nice, 14 out of 15 thread. That's a nice one. So actually, one of the new berets. Nice. Not too bad. Let's see what that looks like. Nice. Get ourselves a slightly larger quiver now. Animal skin quiver once we've got the puppets sorted. Where's that? There we go. We require a cutting tool, a sewing kit, 2 uses of a sewing kit. Have we still got left? Yes, we've got enough left. So we just need an animal skin. So lucky enough to find some game. Otherwise a puppet will do as well. Okay. Slugs and buckshot. Finding a lot of clothing, which will help if we need rags for crafting or bandages. I would prefer something I can wear. This bag sometimes have got hazelnuts, which are quite nice. Sea salt is also good. Mustard. There's not many things that you have to have mustard for. Make it beanie. Ah, okay. 54. We've got more thread, so let's repair that. The streamer items actually sell for a lot more than the normal items. Tire and shoelaces, backpack, rake kits, clothing. There's a beanie, there's a sweater, there's a couple of them. Some water. Anything that you see that's got a name, streamer name on it. It's good quality, it's actually worth selling. Another thing to remember, which is nice money for only a little bit of space in your backpack, are the Halloween masks, clown masks, clown mask, scary mask, ski mask, any of those. Not looking for scrap metal at the moment, but we're sometimes lucky and we find complete locks in the cars. This we're gonna need only if we want to make coffee or tea, and I'm sure we'll find more, so I'm gonna leave that for now. Ooh, raisins, that's good. There's some tea. And I'm not gonna bother with a beer now. Beer's good for strength training. It protects your carbs, so if you drink a beer, load up on carbs, drink a beer, and then I'm hearing a puppet. There we go. Sorry, I interrupted myself with all the puppet sound. If you load up on carbs and then drink a beer or any wine or beer, so not the strong alcohol, before you do heavy exercise, run a long distance, or if you're farming your strength or grinding your strength, then the alcohol will protect the carbs in the sense that you'll burn through your carbs a lot slower, which means you won't have to top up so much. Alright, we've got an axe, so let's go. And even after repairing the beanie, we still have 3 uses left. So where's the puppet skin? There we go. So we've got a cutting tool, puppet skin, and that. Let's craft the quiver. There we go. Knife, sewing kit uses, and animal skin or human skin. There we go. can now put 2 stacks of 12 arrows instead of just 1. And then, of course, we're going to cut this into rags. It's got a 52% dirtiness, so it might actually be okay. No, a little bit dirty. I think the clothing we've got on us is better. 263. Maybe not. But we've got some. We can wash the clothing and then have clean rags. Okay, looks like the puppet started spawning. There's another one front there. This quiver is really simple to make, and besides the military quiver, it's the best one you can get. The shoes, they're going to replace our current ones, and more motorcycle pads. Let's see, get some fruit here. There we go, with the apple. Black yoga pants. Any color as long as it's black. Ooh. We have got company. And that's a really fast puppet. Wait. Oh, I made a mistake of jumping there. I forgot about that. Jumping eats your stamina now. Screwdrivers. Okay, let's see how badly hurt are we. Health. C1, immune system 4.6, wind gems 0.4. We are actually quite good. 2% external pathogens. Okay. Nothing too bad. We need to go craft that sword. If we don't have one in the base already, I can't remember. I picked up a crafted sword. Now I picked up all the medieval swords that I could carry. Magnifying glass. That we can use for a scope. Ah, Uncle Pong's rice. There we go. Let's eat some of that. Okay, we have got 0 carbs. That's not a good place to be in. Because we now also don't have protein. The rice will give us some carbs. Some of the raisins, that'll give us some sugar, proteins and energy. So if you mouse over the food, the tooltip will show you the main things that you can get from that, and if you press Control, you'll see all the minerals, vitamins, and macronutrients and micronutrients. But normally the ones that pop up just with a normal mouse over are the most important ones that you get from that type of food. Got a lot of fat content still in our system, which is okay for energy. You want to stay away from saturated fats though. Yeah, we're picking up a lot of screwdrivers, which is really nice. I don't want that. It's a nail. The one and a box. Nice. Space in the pants, yes. Baseball bat. Might be better than the axe. Let's leave this. Keep the cutters. We're not going to go fishing soon. Move that around. Move this. That one. We need the seeds. So this is a metal baseball bat. It is a relatively good. It's a good it's a good melee weapon. What I prefer, however, is the wooden one because you can add nails to it, and the spike bat does more damage than a clean bat, whether it's metal or wood. Can craft a club, add a nail, and make a spike club as well. Okay, this is on 48. It's maybe a little bit too low. If we repair it, we can possibly sell it or something. Let's just check here. We got lucky in these buildings last time. Which was a nice surprise. That's where we got our big backpack, our hiking backpack, because normally I tend to skip these houses for some reason. After I've gone through that last workshop. Many times I skip these houses. And I'm really glad that I didn't do it on our day one session, because that gave us a really nice boost with a large backpack. So, moral of the story is to not skip things, especially early game. Oh, we run through the bushes, we can lose some visibility. Oh, there we go. So as you could see there, we didn't completely lose his attention, but we got out of sight long enough to line up our ranged weapon. So bushes are your friend. And now we can't sprint, we can run. Walk, run. No, walk, jog, run. Yeah, we can't sprint, we can run, but that's fine. So let's see, we got one onion. We can make a vegetable skewer. Let's do that. It'll be good. to have one of those. Leave our axe here. What else have we got in here? There we go, there's the sword. I thought we had one. Let's take the sword with us, rather. And there's some rope. We don't need to craft one now. Okay, we are running out of storage space. So let's see. I'd like to put the workbench close to that doorway. The flag. So we can put some. Let's put a chest over here. So that goes. That we need to go to base building. Improvised wardrobe. I'm so happy they added that little arrow. You won't believe. Because these wardrobes you can't move. A chest you can still move around. But I have built one of these and ended up with it facing the wrong way around. Luckily it doesn't stop you from actually using it, but it looks really silly. Okay, 6 planks. So we've got 3 left from our previous building, and we don't want to use that sword to chop down anything, so let's grab the axe in our hands. Okay, do that. I create a bundle of planks. It's starting to get dark. Oh, look at this weather. Looks like rain. I love this game's nature scenes. It's really nice. Bundle of planks, I think. Looks like 3. Uncraft them. Okay. Move our chest a little bit closer. And let's see, what are we gonna put in there? So actually, start with this. All these things we're trying to keep. A booklet of papers is gonna be useful later. And we can stack these, I think. See? They'll join, yep. Beaver is also really nice if we do find some meat to chop. We get the most amount of meat if we use a proper knife. these things in there. Then drop those arrows in there. Now we've got some more arrows. Split these up. Crafting items and things that I want to keep longer term, I'm going to put in the wardrobe. And anything that's got potential or that I want to sell, I'll put in the chest. I'm going to keep those for now. The salt we need. That we can use for a scope. Nails, bobby pins, soap. Alright, actually, we need some of this brake oil. Start a fire. Now we can click on the fire. Why can't we go? That is interesting. Just skewer, add. There we go. Veggies, mushroom, salt. So if these blue ones are optional, the green ones at the beginning are mandatory, so we need at least that. If we add more veggies, we get more skewers. If we add salt and pepper, we upgrade the quality of the food, which means it'll replenish our exhaustion faster. While that's cooking, we can go and put these things back. Left. I'm actually gonna try and some of this while we are waiting. As I said earlier, we still need to upgrade to logs. Just to be able to just click on the fire and then go straight to cooking. I'm not sure why it's not letting me do that now. But if that happens, if you don't have, that's great. That's grayed out at the moment, so we go to crafting and the cooking tab. I'm not sure why it's doing that. We'll figure that out. Might be that my fire is a little bit too close to the wall. Or that it's changed and cooking will come up on the stove. I don't know. We'll see. And almost done, almost done. Go. And we're going to put out the fire. And we've got one skewer. Alright, we've got a nice melee weapon. I'm going to leave my axe here. The character is a bit cold. I don't know what else we can put on. Not much really. We can swap our beret back for a beanie. Maybe we should do that. I mean, I really like the beret, to be honest. But at the moment, the heat's more important. That ammo as well. Then I think what we should do is grab some screwdriver. Seven uses. 9 and a box of bobby pins. That should be good enough. And then we're gonna head down to this town here. It's a little bit of a run through the forest here. I heard footsteps. There's a road here. And stay all along the road and cross the bridge, but over the river. But if we move a little bit inwards, we'll be on the right side of the river already. It's becoming evening, so be careful, we're gonna lose some visibility soon. And this village here is or town is quite big and compared to the little small village where we're staying. So we will be dealing with a lot more puppets and much higher chance of hordes. However, there's a police station and there's a lot of garages. Because the town is larger, there's a lot of houses as well. I'm hoping for maybe a jacket or a jersey or something. There's the church, which means I need to go a little bit left. Yeah. A little bit more south. Coming up from the back. This town is very popular, especially on this PvE server, because there's a lot of nice places around to build bases. Oh, and there we hear a car. Okay, here we go. Fortunately, that would probably mean that most of these places have been looted already. Oh, how am I missing all those shots? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Just make sure I haven't got one stuck in the puppet as well, because that would be unfortunate to lose. But let's see what's left. Okay, not too bad. Another car there. There might be someone that's just parked and logged out. Another puppet. What's up with these hitboxes? So as you can see, if I just walk, try and remember the trajectory of the arrow and you walk slowly in that direction, most of the time you can find them. Go away. Okay, what have we got here? Yeah, looks pretty sparse. Not gonna say no to bolts and nails, we need them for cupboards and for other building. Let's just be careful. Yeah, they're conditioned in our work gloves. Okay. This is potentially a good thing. All these garages are still closed. There we go, cotton hoodie. That guy. Nice. It's got 3 heat. So that's nice, especially for the cold in the evenings. Ooh. Battery jumper like cables are nice because you can cut them up and get wire from them. That is a lockpick, probably. And remember, yellow screwdrivers have got a completely random spawn rate, so they can appear anywhere. Primary C is good for medicine and for bandages. And apparently a backpack. I like making those Chinese lanterns outside my house. It just lets you spot your base from a bit further while you're running around. Oh, cornflakes. Alright, cornflakes. Look at this. Protein, energy, carbs. This is nice. Whenever I have enough money to buy food, this is one of the ones that you can buy. A nice balanced diet, basically, according to how SCUM works. Is if you get some African biltong, which is dried meat, basically. Crutch we can use to make a metal detector if we want. So you get the biltong, you get the cornflakes, you get some water to drink, and some kiwis to pick up your other vitamins. Or vitamin blaster. Okay, so these don't sell for much. They bump all of our vitamins over here. So I just eat all of them because you can't overdose on the vitamins, and like I said, they're not worth much with regards to selling. Antibiotics, painkillers, potassium iodine pills, and charcoal. Those things are worth a bit more. Again, the blister packs not so much, but if you get boxes or bottles, they can really be worth some cash. And because the bottles, the blister packs, and the boxes of pills all only take space of one other item, they're quite profitable for their amount of backpack space that they take up versus what you get for them. Shirt. I actually prefer the green shirt. It's not the one that's repaired. 7, okay. I think we needed 8 last, 7 will just not cut it. Back the others. Out the other side. Grocery store, bobby pins. That's cigarettes. So with the exhaustion system, one of the things they did start to introduce is ways to fight exhaustion, right? So smoking and drinking coffee and tea will help you with fighting exhaustion. It's 170, something like that. So we've got $5 in our cash, just so that we have a place to stack some more cash if we do pick it up. Oh, there's the guy. Here's the guy we're hearing. But we need a card, for example, to buy the trade. Well, traders will take cash as well, but you can't buy fuel without a card. Plus, if I die and my gear gets broken, or I can't find my body, or it despawns or glitches, then my cash is gone. However, I will spawn in with a new card. So as soon as I've got around 100 or so, I start depositing it. Also, another thing that's really important that I didn't mention now is the money that you need in order to spawn in the sector. So the sector spawn money comes from your account, and you need to have a card on, or you need to have money in your account for that. And if the cruiser headlight is worth money, we'll see. Some vehicle parts are worth it, others are not. Normally Rager parts are worth selling. It's really getting dark. Let me just check. I think I've got my filter on for you guys though. Check. Oh, there we go. See a little bit better. But it's quite dark for me. Firefighter jacket. Oh, that goes over what we're wearing. That's not too bad. It's more heat. And it looks like a lot of space once we can fix it up. But it is 45%, so that should be fine. As soon as you go to like below 20%, I think, 20% or below 20%, then you can only ever repair it back up to 50%. Which, if you've got nothing and a popper drops military gear off, that's that low grade, that's really good. It'll be better than many of the other things that you pick up, or it will for certain be better than what you are wearing when you're spawning in. So don't be afraid to repair things even if they are in a poor state. Just be aware you're not going to get the maximum out of it if the item is broken down too bad. So try. We're going to try and walk and see if setting all the puppets. That door's open. Which means that car was probably here and they've probably looted it, or all the puppets have burst. A horde was spawned and they've broken out already. At least we know where they're coming out of. There. Unfortunately, things like that happen. And that noise will attract puppets, and since we are the is unfortunate because he is now glitching through that wall. But not enough so I can kill him. We'll go see now. Deal with one thing at a time. Another cruiser headlight. I don't have space, unfortunately. Screwdrivers will make space. Ooh. Mobile phone battery. So with a new quest system, we can stick that into a mobile phone and track and accept quests on the go. But there's a new headlamp item in the game as well, which also takes a battery. So we might want some of those. Okay, I'm gonna have to start deciding here what we want. That backpack, however, we can carry in our hands. Oh, there's a cruiser. As you can see, this town is quite popular. But the noise does attract a lot of puppets. Necessarily a good thing. Get up here. Yep. Cover some stamina quickly. Okay. These confined spaces. The bow is not my first choice. Okay, the lockers are still locked, which is a good thing. Means they haven't been looted, so there's potential for us to get some nice gear. Close some of these. That can be from upstairs as well. Oh, there's a stealer. Oops. Make sure to kill that stealer. Okay. Assuming that guy climbed through the window. no. Oh, we know we've got that guy stuck in the wall. Oh, and on the roof. Let's... I wonder if we can get to him. Doesn't look like it. We get him to glitch back in. There's a sleeper over here. Let's just deal with him. Oh, needle. Right. Okay, he seems safe. Obviously have that weird glitchy pop to keep in mind. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so let's put that in the backpack. Then we're gonna craft some lockpicks. Don't need those gloves. And let's take some of these lockpicks out. 3, 5, 6, 9 should be fine. Then we're going to crafting, favorites. No, items, sorry, we're still on the cooking menu. Back to our favorites. Let's go to craft all of them. So when you take the bobby pins out of the box, they'll go into your backpack space. Or your bag space first. And then when you craft the lockpicks, they're gonna go on the floor. So remember to pick them up. Let's see what we can find. That yellow hand is because we're wearing gloves. If we take that off, we can eliminate that. See the hands see through now. Yellow just means it's making my lock picking a bit more difficult. When you're dealing with something like a kill box, however, there are zapper traps on the locks, and when you fail, they damage you. So in that scenario, or if you're in PvP and you're raiding, then you'd rather take some rubber gloves and deal with that small penalty as opposed to the damage. Now we've just upset our stuck puppet again. Let's hope he calms down before he calls all his friends. Let's do this one. So police stations, we can find ammo, firearms, bulletproof vests, stab-proof vests, helmets, police gear, which is basically military gear but in blue. But with regards to space, carry space and things, it's the same as the military gear, so that's good to have. Let's close this up. So in the past, closing a door behind you made you completely safe from puppets, which is not the case anymore, because as you've seen, they can beat down the door. Silver lock, nice find. However, it's still worth closing because it means you're forcing them to beat down the door before they can get to you. So it's still good to do that. Just remember, it won't stop them from getting to you, it just delays them a bit. Okay, let's see what we can get here. These rusted iron locks are the easiest level of locks to pick. Doesn't mean they're super easy. Oh, see, we've got a problem here now. Our arrows are going to get damaged. So I'm going to throw that away because I want the arrows more than that. Crafting a metal detector for mines is not as important on a PvE server. Having good quality arrows is much better. UMP. So we've got a couple of magazines. Let's see. No, it doesn't fit. Okay. Will that one fit? Oh yes. That will help us a lot. Okay. The lockpicks also doesn't look like I've got a lot left. But you can bundle them in bundles of 10. The advanced lockpicks are flat little metal strips that you can pick up. Those can also be bundled. You have to unbundle them before you can use them, obviously, but you'll only use up one slot. The advanced ones are nice because they already come with like 4 uses, similar to how the screwdrivers have got multiple uses. So if you bundle a couple of them with 4 uses each, you can get quite a few into your bags. The improvised lockpicks made from the bobby pins, however, you're gonna just they're a single use each, so for them you can only get up to 10 into a bundle. Okay, so we have got some items to sell. If you hold shift and press forward and let go both, then you'll auto run. is nice for cases like this where I want to check the map intermittently and I can still use my mouse to change direction, but until I press for any direction button. There's a puppet there. Oh shucks, that was not a good idea. Oh. Okay. That was not a good idea. Okay, so now we need to quickly deal with this. So we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut up this. It's got 0% dirtiness, which is great. No C2s, which is okay. It means we're not doing too badly. Sort out one of these completely. $75 dirtiness, that's not good. Clothing's taken a lot of damage. But the bleeding will stop. Our problem now will be the infection. Dealing with that. But we also dropped our backpack, so... I think we need to get to the road. That shortcut is nice in the day when you can see what we're doing. Running into a whole bunch of puppets like that is not a good idea. Okay. So we're back on auto run, so I can quickly check up on the state of things. Immune system 1.2, pathogens. Okay, so what we can do, external pathogens, we can take off. We're gonna get cold now, but may be able to remove some of these. Or lower them at least. Click on your body, it'll show you information about that particular injury. I don't know if this is going to be helping us enough. Let's just get to the base quickly. We are not too far away. And get to our base in one piece. We can load all our gear and then see what we can do about that infection. If we can find some garlic, we'll be good. That'll help. Depends how long it takes us to find it, however, to be honest. Garlic is... Okay, it's telling me I should be careful with my injuries. It's just me inside to not run or exert myself, because I can put one of these back into untreated or into a state where I'm actively bleeding. With stabilization, you'll see my health has stopped going down. It's stable now, but it won't go up until we're in recovery. So we need all of these gray ones to fill up. So these first two blocks, as the condition gets worse, it gets fuller. So you don't. But when you get to recovery, you'll start with a full green bar and it'll run down as you recover. Stomach's empty as well, so let's eat and drink something. We are waiting to heal anyway, and we are in a place where there's no immediate threats around us for now, so let's quickly use the opportunity to see what we can save. We can move the nails there, put that there, put that there. I'm moving these items around and stop them from taking damage because they are in broken parts of my gear. Otherwise the item's durability will start to decrease more rapidly than normal. Okay, so this means we're not going to be jogging soon. Don't have a lot of wound germs, just external pathogens, which means theoretically should be able to get rid of it, either by taking it off or by cleaning. Oh wait, have we put our tequila? Oh, it's already in our base. Okay. I wanted to say that is what we actually need. You can pour the tequila straight onto the wound. So if you don't have sterile bandages, so the tequila, whiskey, all the strong alcohol is useful in multiple ways. So you can sterilize clean bandages, not dirty ones. So you have to clean them first if they're dirty. Then you can sterilize them, and then they won't add pathogens onto your wounds when you use them. That helps. Or if you don't have bandages, but you do have the alcohol, you can actually treat your wound with the alcohol directly. What that'll do is it won't stop the bleeding, but it'll fight the infection. So multiple ways to heal. But I think if I get to the base now without too much incident, I'll see if I can clean off more of those wounds with the tequila that we've got in the base. That might help us. Once they get into the green, however, you can't interact with them much. We'll see if we can still... You'll see now we're on 68 instead of 67, so now we're slowly getting health back because most of our injuries are in recovery. Once that last one goes green, it'll pick up the pace will pick up considerably. I have to say, I was concerned about getting hurt in the police station due to the puppets there, the high probability of those puppets spawning a horde. And ironically, what happened is we got hurt. Put locks on these things, best way to save. Make sure they don't go away. Ironically, what happened is we got hurt not in the police station, but in the forest on our way back. So, goes to show, you never know where things like that will happen. So we've got a lot of ammo itself. We won't make millions. We'll get a lot more for these swords. We just need to get them fixed up. But that will take a lot of toolboxes. I'm still crossing my fingers and hoping that we get parts for workbench, but realistically that won't necessarily happen very quickly. We will probably have to repair some of them manually, which will mean we need to craft a whole bunch of toolboxes. Okay, 27% still went back to 100, so it's below 20% that we need to be careful of. Shoes. Alright, we came out of this not too poorly. If I look at my gear, we are able to repair most of it. So we can put this back into the quiver. Oh no, we can't because we have other things in the quiver. Let's try again. There we go. Okay, what have we got here? This can go in here. This can go in here. Keep that. A stack of 10. Stack of 10 can go into the cupboard. Sorry, I am very quiet at the moment. Alright, then we've got one screwdriver, got the knife, extra shirt, gloves, food we want to keep on us. It's a good crafting material. Right, that's advanced. There's our tequila. Let's see. Still use this? No, the treat option is gone because it's already in recovery. Okay. So that is unfortunate. That means we need to really try and get some antibiotics or garlic. I think I need to build us. We need to build a bigger chest. Put all the things we potentially want to sell in the chest, because if we do get an opportunity for a lift with someone with a vehicle, we can load the chest. Go for one big sale. Okay, and then inside here, stab-proof vest can help us. That can go. This we definitely want. That can potentially be sold as well. So let's see. Okay, our immune system is 1.6 now, wind gems is 1.3 and external. So we are safe, we are in our base. Let's get rid of all our gear. Let's see if that helps at all. We are now going to be very cold, but that did actually help quite a lot. So we only have an issue on our chest wound at the moment. I wonder. Okay, but that's because we've got a lot of wound gems. So clothing's not going to help that. The external pathogens will be reduced by clothing or by washing. But those wound germs I'm a little bit concerned about. That's what's going to be a problem. Okay. Now also, another trick, if you go to actions lie down, you'll see it takes an animation, so you can't stand up very quickly. But it speeds up your healing a whole lot. Oh, and there the infection's gone. Our immune system beat the infection. Thank goodness. Alright. That means we can get up. Rest again. Okay, that is some good news. So body temperature 36.6, we are good. So what did we get? 1, 2, 3 magazine, 4 magazines actually. Some ammo, got 2 knives, more ammo. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we've got some swords. We don't have enough toolbox uses because remember from my other video, you'll remember we need 5 toolbox uses to repair for each repair of a sword. It'll give us 5% back. But we don't have to do them all in once. We can do them little bits at a time. But why are all these entries back? Something's a little bit fishy. System should be good. Let's see. We make a fire so that we can stay warm. Add all of these dirty items back into the wardrobe. I suppose we can keep our underwear on, right? We're not hurt in that area. And the legs should be fine as well. Pants is fine. Shoes. Don't have any injuries on our head. Just arms, hand and body. Let's see what we have here. Contamination. Contaminations can be dealt with a strong immune system and by applying disinfectant. So that is what we've got here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Medical skill is increased. Basic medical now. Okay. Now let's see how we're doing. Much better. You can see the contaminations going down. Left hand. And we're not freezing to death because we've got a fire. So even if you can only make a small fire if you're out in the wild, that's really simple. You can make a fire with just a knife. And a knife you can get from 2 stones. So, okay, so that's why these things were still green. Because we weren't bleeding, but they had contaminations on them because of the infections. But treating the wounds with strong alcohol has now started to remove that. The alcohol will evaporate over time, so this won't keep on assisting us forever. But you can see our immune system has gone from 1.2 or 2% to 7.6, so which is way higher than pathogens, and it's reducing the contamination. So we are going to pull through. Luckily we found that tequila earlier on, otherwise we would have been in a bit of a pickle because our health would be okay, but we would sit with the contamination and that might go up, and then at some point that would start causing us to lose HP and die unless we can deal with it. So if you do find antibiotics, please keep them on you or close by. And garlic is also worth quite a lot because normally garlic is easier to find. I would highly suggest if it takes you a while to find garlic, that the first one you find you keep for emergencies, and if you get back to your base still with a clove, build a farm so long. I would not plant my garlic if it's the only one I have, because it's more worth to use an anti-infection tool. However, if you pick up a second clove of garlic, I would most definitely plant one of them and keep the other one. And the reason for that is you'll get 3 or 4 seeds, so you'll get 3 or 4 plants out of it each, which will each can give you multiple cloves of garlic back. And you can quickly build yourself a nice little medicine garden by doing that. Okay, now we can get dressed again with all these dirty clothes. And as you can see, we are all healed up. Health is stable. Don't have any infections anymore. Only have exhaustion. And we're getting a little bit... Ah, there we go. Cooked food is now available. I think that was just a bug, because normally you can just go here, cook, and it takes you straight to the cooking menu. The character is getting hot, so we can put out the fire now that we're all healed up and we're not walking around naked in this cold area where we stay. Let's eat some good food. You'll see there at the bottom in green it says recovery bonus. That's how much stamina units good food will recover for you. Which you'll see if we go back to health, our exhaustion is now under control. See our metabolism. A nice amount of carbs as well. We need some protein, but not completely in trouble yet. And our water is low, so let's drink some water. We can drink all of this. It's 400 milliliters of water. That's good. Alright folks, I think I'm gonna call it for day 2. We have managed to find some warm clothing. We've got a firefighter jacket and a cotton hoodie, both giving us 3 and 4 heat individually, but more importantly giving us extra space, which is the big reason I wanted the stab-proof vest that we can repair with a toolbox. Let's see, we don't have a lot of toolbox uses left, so we will most probably be better off using them to repair rather than to build something, because if I want to repair a sword I need at least 5. There we go, 66%. This will help us a little bit with the puppets. Not as much as a bulletproof vest does, but a stab-proof does a pretty decent job. Does this give us only 1, and the beanie gives us 3. So even though the helmet would look cool with our firefighter jacket that we're wearing, maybe let's stick to the beanie for now. We'll go for our cool factor a little bit later. Ammo. So we can sell that ammo, but we can actually use some of it as well. Let's see. In the crafting menu, we now have some improvised firearms. There's a grenade launcher, flamethrower, a handgun, and a rifle. Handgun will actually go into our holster, and we can use any handgun ammo with it, and that we need 2 long or short sticks, 3 2 scrap metal, 3 wire, 1 bolt, and 2 cutting tool. We can actually do this. I think let's do that. Before we finish off this day, let's make ourselves a pistol. I mean, why not? It is so cheap. And I'll show you the great thing about the improvised. The other great thing about the improvised handgun is the fact that it will take any handgun ammo. Yes, the downside is you load the bullets one at a time. However, being able to load any ammo you pick up into your gun is actually not such a bad trade-off. Let's see what else we need. We need our cutting tool. Where's that? There's the cutting tool. We need 2 sticks, 2 scrap metal, 1 bolt, and there we go. And just because we can, we picked up some galaxy blue paint, so let's paint it. Okay. Put it in our holster. And slot number 3. And there we go. Galaxy blue pistol. All we need now is some ammo. Let's grab 38. 18 of those. Let's see if that works. Yep. 38 armor piercing. And we've got a bottle. We don't have a oil filter, only the oil can. But we can make an improvised silencer with bottles, with tin cans. The oil can is the one that's most worth it. Alright. I know I thought we can wrap it earlier, but hey, why not make a gun? See what we look like. There we go, folks. Got some protection, got some more storage space and heat, and we even got a pistol. That's it for this one. I'll see you in day 3. Bye-bye.